Hey, what's going on, YouTube? I just wanted to share with you, from my personal experience, the best way to get into shape. I've tried all different kinds of diets. When I first started working out, I was doing everything totally wrong. And that's okay. I learned from it. Getting into shape doesn't have to be super complicated. It really boils down to diet and exercise. I want to keep this video focused on the basics, and I'm going to start with the human body. Now, the human body is a very well-designed machine. Just like any other machine, it takes energy in order to run. If you eat less calories than your body is used to eating, and you have a caloric deficit, then you will lose weight. It's not any more complicated than that. So the key takeaway there is, in order to lose weight, you just have to eat less calories than your body burns. And if you're in a calorie deficit, where your body's burning more calories than you're consuming, you're going to lose weight. Now that's it. Video's over. We're done here. Just kidding. All kidding aside, it really is that simple. You just need to eat less calories or exercise a little bit more in combination with eating less calories, and over time, you will gradually lose weight and get into shape. Okay, now I'm going to get more specific. So we already determined that in order to lose weight, you just have to eat less calories than you burn. I'm going to give you a specific example. Now, it's a fact that 3,500 calories is equal to 1 pound of fat. So in order to lose 1 pound of fat, you have to eat 3,500 less calories or burn 3,500 calories through exercise. Now, obviously, you're not going to do that in one day. That's unrealistic. Now, here's an example. So we're going to make up some person. His name is Bob, and he normally eats 2,000 calories a day, and he stays the same weight all the time. It's just an ideal scenario. He just eats 2,000 calories a day. He goes to an office, sits in a chair all day, doesn't exercise, doesn't do anything. So that's how he maintains his weight. Now, if we take Bob and we say, Bob, you're going to eat 1,500 calories a day rather than 2,000. So he's at a 500 calorie deficit. Over 7 days, that deficit is equal to 3,500 calories, or 1 pound. So in a perfect world, Bob would lose 1 pound of fat after a week of following this diet protocol. Of course, there's another alternative for Bob. Bob doesn't just have to eat less calories. He could eat 1,700 calories, so he's at a 300 calorie deficit rather than a 500 calorie deficit. But he also exercises, and he burns 200 calories through exercise. So that is still equivalent to a 500 calorie deficit. So he's got 200 calories burned from exercise and 300 calories burned through eating less. So his net calorie intake is 1,500 calories, and he normally eats 2,000 calories, so he's got a 500 calorie deficit. So again, after 1 week, Bob will also lose 1 pound of fat following this protocol. So there, we put some numbers behind it, so now you get an idea of what I'm talking about and how you can lose weight. And it doesn't have to be super complicated. What determined Bob's weight loss was not how many grams of carbohydrates he ate, how many grams of fat, how much sugar. The most important determining factor in losing weight is how many calories you eat. There are other factors and there are other influences, sure. But again, I just want to keep this video very simple and very focused. Just eat less calories than you burn and you will lose weight. So using the scenario with Bob, if you apply that to yourself and you use in combination diet and exercise, which are the two most important factors for losing weight and getting in shape, and you apply that to yourself, you can lose weight and you will lose weight. So sometimes we overcomplicate things by talking about what type of calories we're eating. Are we eating too many carbs? Are we eating too many fats? There's the keto diet, there's the high carb diet, there's low sugar diets, and all of this stuff can get very confusing and very complicated. But the key thing I want you to take away from this video is just to keep it simple. Don't worry too much about how much sugar you're eating. Don't worry too much about eating too much fat. You just want to keep everything in moderation, and you want to control it. The main important factor for losing weight and determining your body fat percentage is how many calories you're eating. If you're eating less calories than you burn, you will lose weight over a period of time. So if you just control those, you tell yourself, I'm going to eat this many calories, and I'm going to exercise 3 days a week, and I'm going to burn about 200 calories from exercise each day, and I'm going to eat this many calories below what I normally eat, and then you're going to lose weight. And it doesn't have to be extreme. You don't have to cut your calories down to 1,000 calories a day when you're normally eating 3,000 calories a day. That would be a little bit too extreme. Another point I want to make is that your diet has to be a lifestyle. It has to be something sustainable. It can't be something that's just a fad, just something you're going to do for a couple months, a couple weeks. You lose a couple pounds and then you don't feel very good, and then you just go ahead and you binge and you gain all the weight back that you just lost. That's not a very healthy or effective diet protocol. What I want to emphasize is you don't have to cut out all the sugars, you don't have to cut out all the fats and all the other good foods that you can enjoy. Just eat them in moderation. Just control your calories. So if you want to have that ice cream at night, that's fine. Eat it. What happens a lot of times is if I tell myself, for example, that I can't eat sugar anymore, no more sugar ever again in my life, that's going to create a craving for sugar. Then you start having an unhealthy relationship with food. You start craving food, you go through binge cycles. Ultimately, it doesn't get you to where you want to be. Now, I'm not saying you're going to lose weight eating all the ice cream you want. What I'm saying is you have to track your calories. If you can eat a couple hundred calories a day of ice cream and it works into your diet and you're still hitting your protein and your carb and your fat goals, then that works. As far as the specifics of who should eat how many calories, what is your maintenance calorie in order to maintain weight, and how many calories you should lose weight, or if you want to gain weight, I'm not going to go into the specifics of that in this video. I might discuss those or touch on those in a future video. I will say this, if you want to get into the specifics of how many calories you personally need to eat in order to lose weight, you can just do a quick Google search of calorie calculator and you can enter in your measurements. Typically they ask for like your height, your gender, your weight, your age, and it will do a very general calculation and tell you how many calories you need to eat to maintain your weight, how many calories to lose weight. There's just two things I want you to take away from this video. Two things that you can control: your diet and your exercise. Thanks for watching. I really hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions or anything else you'd like to see in future videos, please leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Keep after it.